Imagine this. You've been waiting for your green card for 5 years, maybe 8 years, maybe even 12 years. Every single month you check the Visa Bulletin, and every single month the same thing happens. Your date does not move. Your date is stuck. You start to wonder if the system forgot about you. You start thinking that maybe this green card was never meant to happen. And then, one day, April 2026, you check the Visa Bulletin, and something unbelievable is staring at you on the screen. That one little letter, the letter C. Current. Your category is current. After all those years of waiting, the door just opened, and you are standing right in front of it. But here is the part nobody is talking about. That door can close. The State Department put a warning directly inside this bulletin. They said, and I am quoting the exact words, "Retrogression may be necessary later in fiscal year 2026. That means next month, May, your date could go backward. The window you see right now might not be there in 30 days. So if you are in one of the 4 groups I am about to break down, you need to understand exactly what changed, exactly what you need to file, and exactly what mistake could cost you this chance. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you will know your next move. Let us start from the beginning. What actually happened in the April 2026 Visa Bulletin that has immigration attorneys across the country telling their clients to act immediately? 2 things happened at the same time, and together they created the biggest filing window we have seen in years. First, the State Department advanced dates in multiple categories. They moved them forward significantly. Second, USCIS confirmed that for April 2026, all employment-based categories and all family-sponsored categories can use the dates for filing chart. That is the earlier chart. That means you do not have to wait for the final action date to submit your I-485 application. You can file now and get your work permit, your travel document, and lock your place in line even before your green card is actually approved. This combination of forward movement plus dates for filing authorization is what creates the real opportunity. Now let me tell you exactly who benefits. Group number 1, F2A, spouses and children of green card holders. This is the group that affects the most families, and the news is massive. On the dates for filing chart, F2A is listed as current. Current for every single country. India, current. China, current. Mexico, current. Philippines, current. Rest of the world, current. That means if you are a permanent resident and you filed a petition for your spouse or your child, your family member can submit their adjustment of status application right now, regardless of their priority date. Let me put this in perspective. There are hundreds of thousands of spouses of green card holders waiting in this category around the world. If your I-130 petition has been approved, or even if it is still pending and you want to concurrently file, April 2026 is your moment. The final action date for F2A is February 1st, 2024 for most countries, and February 1st, 2023 for Mexico. So even on the final action date chart, recent filers are becoming eligible. But on the dates for filing chart, it is completely open. No date restriction, current across the board. Group number 2, EB2, members of the professions holding advanced degrees or persons of exceptional ability. This includes national interest waiver applicants. For most countries, EB2 is current on both charts. Final action date, current. Dates for filing, current. If you are from rest of the world, Mexico, or the Philippines, and you have an approved I-140, there is nothing standing between you and your I-485 filing. Now for India, here is where it gets interesting. The dates for filing date moved forward to January 15, 2015. The final action date is July 15, 2014. That is a 6-month gap. If your priority date falls between July 2014 and January 2015, you can file your I-485 right now. You cannot get your green card approved yet because the final action date has not reached you. But you can file, get your employment authorization document, get your advance parole travel document, and most importantly, secure your position. For China, EB2 dates for filing is January 1, 2022, and final action date is September 1, 2021. A 4-month gap, similar opportunity. Group number 3, EB3, skilled workers and professionals. This is the group with the biggest surprise. For most countries, the dates for filing chart shows EB3 as current. Current. That means if you are from any country except India, China, and Philippines, you can file your I-485 right now. No waiting, no date restrictions on the dates for filing chart. But here is the critical detail. The final action date for rest of the world in EB3 is June 1st, 2024. That means EB3 is not current on the final action date chart. You can file your application, you can get your work permit, but your green card approval will come later when the final action date reaches your priority date. Do not confuse the ability to file with the ability to get approved. These are two different things. For India in EB3, the dates for filing date is January 15, 2015. The final action date is November 15, 2013. That is a 14-month gap. If your priority date is between November 2013 and January 2015, you just got a brand new filing window. 14 months of applicants who were previously stuck can now file. This is one of the most significant movements in the entire April Bulletin. Group number 4, EB1, Priority Workers, Extraordinary Ability, Outstanding Researchers, Multinational Managers. For most countries, EB1 is fully current on both charts. No backlog, no waiting, no restrictions. If your I-140 is approved, file your I-485 today. For India and China, the final action date is April 1, 2023. The dates for filing date is December 1, 2023. An 8-month gap. If your priority date falls in that window, you can file now, get your EAD and advance parole, and wait for the green card decision. Now here comes the warning. I told you at the beginning that there is something dangerous hiding inside this good news, and I was not exaggerating. Warning number 1. The retrogression threat. The State Department does not normally put retrogression warnings in an April bulletin. They usually do that in August or September, when the fiscal year is almost over. But this year they did it in April. Why? Because the reason these dates moved forward is that visa issuance to nationals of certain countries slowed down due to the 75-country immigrant visa ban that went into effect on January 21, 2026. The State Department paused all immigrant visa issuances to nationals of 75 countries. That freed up visa numbers. Those extra numbers are what pushed your dates forward. But if that ban gets lifted, or if demand from other countries increases, or if courts intervene, all those numbers get absorbed and your dates go backward. That is what retrogression means. The window you see today could literally disappear next month. Warning number 2. Filing does not mean approval. I see this confusion every single day. People see their category as current on the dates for filing chart, and they think they are getting their green card. No. Filing the I-485 means you submitted your application. USCIS will give you a receipt notice. You can apply for an employment authorization document, Form I-765. You can apply for advance parole, Form I-131. But the actual green card decision happens only when the final action date reaches your priority date. If you are from India in EB2 and your date is January 2015, you can file today. But your green card might not be approved for months or even longer until the final action date catches up. Warning number 3. The 75-country ban loophole. If you are a national of one of the 75 banned countries, but you are already inside the United States, this ban does not apply to your adjustment of status application. The ban applies to consular processing, meaning people applying for their immigrant visa at a U.S. embassy abroad. If you are in the U.S. and eligible to file I-485, you can still do it. This is critical information that many people are missing. Warning number 4. Interview changes in 2026. USCIS has brought back mandatory interviews for marriage-based green cards and is conducting longer, more detailed sessions. Officers are asking deeper questions. If you are in the F2A category and your case involves a marriage-based petition, prepare for a thorough interview. Bring every document. Bring joint bank statements, lease agreements, photos, insurance documents, utility bills with both names. Do not walk in unprepared. Warning number 5. Do not wait for the May bulletin. Every month I get messages from people saying they will file next month. Let me check one more time. Let me see if May is even better. In a normal year, that is fine. In April 2026, with a retrogression warning on the record, that is a gamble. If May goes backward, you missed your window. Now let me give you exactly what you need to do. Step 1. Check your priority date right now. Your priority date is on your I-140 approval notice for employment-based cases or on your I-130 receipt for family-based cases. Compare that date to the dates for filing chart in the April 2026 Visa Bulletin. Step 2. If your date is earlier than the date on the chart, or if your category shows current, start assembling your I-485 package immediately. That package includes Form I-485, the Adjustment of Status application, Form I-693, the medical examination done by a USCIS designated civil surgeon, Form I-765 if you want a work permit, Form I-131 if you want advance parole, 2 passport-style photographs, copy of your passport, I-94, and current immigration status documents, birth certificate with English translation if applicable, affidavit of support, Form I-864. Step 3. If your I-140 is not yet approved, you may be able to concurrently file I-140 and I-485 at the same time. This is allowed when your category is current on the dates for filing chart. USCIS will process the I-140 first. If it is approved, the I-485 continues. If denied, the I-485 is also denied. Step 4. Consider premium processing for your I-140 if it is still pending. The fee is $2,965, and USCIS guarantees a decision within 15 calendar days. This will not speed up your green card because that depends on the Visa Bulletin, but it will speed up the I-140 decision so your I-485 can move forward. Step 5. Consult an immigration attorney. I know I say this in every video, but I mean it more in April 2026 than any month before. The combination of the retrogression warning, the 75-country ban, Operation Paris, which is re-examining refugee green card cases, and the new interview patterns, means there are more ways for a case to go wrong than in previous years. An attorney can review your specific situation and make sure you are not making a mistake that costs you years of waiting. Let me summarize the 4 groups one more time. F2A, spouses and children of green card holders, current on dates for filing for every country. EB2, current for most countries, January 15, 2015 for India. EB3, current on dates for filing for most countries, January 15, 2015 for India. EB1, current for most countries, December 1, 2023 for India and China. The April 2026 Visa Bulletin gave you a window. The State Department told you in their own words that the window might close. What you do with this information in the next 30 days will determine whether you file your green card application or whether you spend another year checking the bulletin every month wondering when your date will move. If this video helped you understand your options, subscribe to this channel because I break down every Visa Bulletin the moment it drops, and I will tell you immediately if May brings retrogression. Hit the bell icon so you do not miss that update. Share this video with anyone you know who is waiting for a green card because they might not know their category just became current. Drop a comment below and tell me which group you are in. I read every single comment. This is USA Visa News. I will see you in the next one.